Hi everybody, I'm Shonda Miles. In this video, I just want to talk to you about your why. And so if you are interested in becoming a millionaire, you have to have a why. And so a why is so important because without it, you will quit. Without a why, you will quit. You will give up when times are hard. You will give up when things are hard, when things are challenging. You won't have a reason to keep going because you don't know why you're doing it in the first place. And so it is important that you know why. Why do you want to make $1 million? And so you can start off with a piece of paper in your journal. I like to put in my journal because you want to keep coming back to it over the next year. And the important thing is to realize, what is all this for? What am I doing? Like, why am I doing this now? Why is this so important? Who is this for? What is the ultimate goal? Like what am I going to use the money for? How will this change my life? Who will be impacted by the money that I make? Whose life will change? How will my life change? And why am I doing this? Is it for the freedom? Is it for a better life for my children? And so what I think about is I want my children's life to be better than my life. And it's important that for me, every generation doesn't start over from zero when the previous generation dies off. To me, it's like insulting. And so it's important for me that every generation starts out better than the previous generation. And of course, I believe in financial literacy, right? I don't believe in giving a generation, $10 million or $100 million, and then they don't know how to manage it. They don't know how to grow it. They don't appreciate it because they haven't been a part of it, the legacy. They haven't been a part of the process. They haven't been a part of the journey. I don't believe they should just be given the money. I believe they should be educated. And they've spent some blood, sweat, and tears, to see the process, to help grow the money. They see the importance of passing on to the next generation, not squandering it, but learning how to grow it. And so your why is important. Your why is so important. It'll keep you from giving up. It'll keep you from wanting to throw in the towel when the days get hard, when you don't see any progress, when you've been working for 6 months and you don't see the progress that you want to see. It'll help you to keep going. So today, think about your why. Why are you doing this? Why is this millionaire or multimillionaire status so important to you? Why is it important now? Why haven't you done it before now? What is it that's put a fire under you now to do it? So think about your why. And I'm not sure who it was, but I read in the book before that we need to go 7 whys deep. So ask ourselves why 7 times to get down to the root of the matter. Ask ourselves why 7 times to get down to what's going to keep us going. Ask ourselves 7 whys to make sure that we are, at the bare bones of it, the most important thing, the foundational thing. So we got to ask ourselves why over and over again to get to where we have the why that we'll hold on to for the next year, that we'll have the why that will help us no matter what, to just keep going, to remember why we started, to remember why this is important to us, to remember why we chose this year to do it versus years in the past. But more importantly, we want to make sure that we have the why that we can hang on to, that matters to us, that means something to us, that if we woke up in the middle of the night, if somebody woke us up in the middle of the night, we can say, this is my why. This is the reason why I'm doing this. This matters to me because it matters to my future. This matters to me because it matters to my grandchildren, my children's future. And so it's important that you just sit down and ask yourself why, and just keep asking yourself why till you get down to 7 whys deep. And so it's important. It matters because there will be hard days, and I don't have to tell you that it's going to be hard days. But if you want to persist and keep going, you got to have a why that's so important to you that nothing can shake you. That when things get hard, you're doing this for a reason, and you're doing this because it's important to you for whatever reason. But you got to know what that is. So think about it today. Think about your why and just keep asking yourself until you get down to the deep of it, till you get down to the root of it, till you get down to the foundation of it, till you get down to something that is so important that you're like, okay, we're doing this year. No matter what, we're going to make it to, at least $1 million or whatever your goal is. Okay. So think about that today and then write it down, put it in your journal, your whys, all the way down till you get to 7 whys. Till you figure out for you why this is important. Till you figure out for you why it's now important. To figure out why you need to do it now, why it's important to your future, why it's important to your children's future. And so make a decision, sit down and do it. It may be you have to come back to it for a few days. It may be, initial 3 whys or 4 whys are easy. But then when you start to think about it, you might come back and really get down to the root of it. So give yourself some time and space to be able to do that today. Work on it today. And then if you got to keep adding to it, keep coming back to it to figure out what it is for you, then do that. But just make sure you do it. It's going to be important on this journey for the next year.